Welcome back, everyone, to EGN. Aaron Pro Doggy Johnson here alongside Aaron Primus Preuss. I can't even begin to talk about how crazy game number 2 was here in the Overdrive League Platinum Division Finals between Insecure and Reign of Kings. Insecure, they were on the back foot for the majority of the game, and then Get Crab just decided to go ahead and start popping off on the cane, and it really just brought his team back from the level of just being in an 0-2 hole.
You could almost say that he decided to break out his big boy pants after wearing his little boy pants in game number 1.
Absolutely. I think that'll fit.
Most definitely here, as we immediately see the aforementioned bands that we were hoping to see at the tail end last game, the immediate Swain and Kane bands coming in from ROK.
And I mean, you gotta think that that's just the smart thing to do. I mean, where's the fun? We talked about him getting Swain in the pregame, and then he gets Swain here in game number 2, and just absolutely just is a nuisance in these fights and really helped to let Rookie Fanboy Get Crab start to put some of that damage into the rest of Reign of Kings in those team fights. So taking the Swain off the board, taking the Kane off the board just seemed like the very, very smart choice to do.
Yeah, it's just what was really causing a lot. Even though Rookie Fanboy had a lot of good shots, it really wasn't him who was really carrying the team fights. It was really where was the fun and Get Crabs on the Kane, on the Swain. And for the first time in recent memory, Arrow gets Kaisa. This has been perma-banned from him for almost every game that I've casted of ROK, and he gets it in game number.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that's been something that has been banned out this entire series so far, but here in game number 3, for some reason, Insecure is gonna go ahead and roll the dice, giving Arrow his comfort champion. They actually don't even ban out the Lucian, which we've seen Arrow perform very well on so far in that first pick of bans. So when we don't see that Lucian get taken away in that first rotation, you might think Insecure might want to pick that up for themselves in Gandhi Donut, but to let Arrow get his hands on such a prize pick of his is kind of questionable.
However, building off that point is the fact that Aurelia has been banned by ROK in every game of this series as well, and that has gotten through going over to Insecure, probably going to Where's the Fun up in that top lane more than likely. He can theoretically be flexed over to Rookie Fanboy, but Rookie Fanboy not really known for playing these aggressive mid laners, primarily looks to play these more control mages, more utility picks in the mid lane. So, as I said, that's probably going up to top lane, and we're once again seeing Daddy Zillion picking up his Leona, who, despite being permanently Start of XP, did have some clutch initiations on that Leona, using that Solar Flare, even though he didn't get any big Solar Flares, did land a lot of good zoning ultimates to allow his team to get the CC down and destroy the backline with Get Crabs and Where's the Fun.
Yeah, when you look at Gandhi Donut and Daddy Zillion, they didn't really have too much of a strong performance there for Insecure. I believe Gandhi ended up with no kills in game number 2, but it did not really matter, as we saw the Rookie Fanboy Get Crab and Where's the Fun really pick up the low for Insecure and really put themselves in a great position to win. But for Reign of Kings, one thing I want to take a look at, we see the Ornn is going to get locked in here, and we also see that the Shen is going to go back for Nazumi. He had a really good game on that in game number 2. But what is Reign of Kings going to have to do to bring this series back over to their favor? They led all the game number 1. They led really the majority of game number 2, especially in the early to mid game. And so what's it going to take for them to bounce back from what could essentially be described as a bit of a throw?
I would say is they just need to take a second, take a deep breath, calm themselves, refocus, and get back to what has been kind of their signature, which is they win these mid-game team fights after getting an advantage in the early game, and then they just close the game out from there. And in that last game, they didn't really have great AoE initiation in their composition. They were great at finding individual targets, but their execution level in terms of team fights was drastically higher than the composition that Insecure put together.
Yeah, and so when you look at the damage that they're gonna have to come out, I mean, getting that Kaisen is right off the bat is gonna be something that really is gonna, fix that for Reign of Kings here in game number 3. They are gonna go ahead and it looks like lock in that Graves as well. So Ajax is not gonna be on the Aatrox as that has been banned out from Insecure. So they're gonna go to his Graves in the jungle. So that's gonna be something to keep in mind after he playing that Aatrox in back-to-back.
Actually, Ajax didn't pick it up in back-to-back games. He played it in game number 1, and it went up to the top lane to Viator in game number 2.
There you go. You are correct, partner. You are correct. And so, yeah, so right off the bat, you're going to see that taken off. The Malzahar pick is going to be that final pick coming in for Reign of Kings. I like that pick a lot. We talked about it before, paying the Lissandra tax. You're going to have to pay the Malzahar tax in this game. So we're going to have to see exactly what Insecure can do with that Malzahar, assuming that it goes to unique in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's probably going to be unique in the mid lane, and I don't think we've really talked about that. And Izumi once again picking up the Shen, even though the fact that they did lose in that game, he had a lot of good ultimates, a lot of good taunts, setting up a lot of these plays to go well in the early game. It's just the Shen just kind of didn't really have much impact in those crucial fights that allowed Insecure to get back into the game. We're also seeing the Ornn being picked up for that top lane, so a drastic shift in that top lane mentality. Because in the previous games, we've been seeing Viator playing these more carry champions, as in game number 1 played Urgot well, is more of a tank champion, more of a bruiser style, still a carry threat up in that top lane. In the last game, we saw him on the Aatrox, now going on to that full tank Dewey of the Ornn into the Aurelia. It's going to be interesting to see how that lane matchup ends up playing out. And we're going to see Ajax once again on a carry going up against Jax, who, when I was doing my research coming into this game, in all elos, Jax is currently sitting at a 54% win rate across the world in all divisions for jungle right now. So it's been a bit, yeah, albeit it is across all divisions, not just platinum. So Jax is one of those champions. It's a bit of feast or famine in the jungle. He doesn't really have a lot of great matchups into the jungle. He does very well into auto attack reliant champions, so like things like the Zinzal, the Master Yi, Braves to some extent as well, Camille as well. Like those are kind of the jungle matchups that he really does well in. So it's gonna be interesting to see how GetCrab really approaches this game, especially when you consider the fact you have Rookie Fanboy on Galio, which has been a champion that's been so far out of the meta recently, but you still cannot underestimate his ability to impact side lanes with that heroic entrance, collapsing down onto either the bottom lane with Gandhi Donut or Dally Zillion, or going up to the top lane with Where's the Fun. But you don't really have that big AoE initiation level that you would traditionally see with either the Hextech Ultimatum or the Cataclysm historically. So I'm going to have my eyes on Daddy Zillion to kind of be that piggyback play for Rookie Fanboy to get in that big line, to get that big AoE knockup, to really shut down what is a relatively immobile backline coming in from ROK.
And right off the bat, we saw Insecure's minions start to get onto the Rift, try and set potentially something up in that brush in the mid lane, but it's not going to be anything as Reign of Kings do not bite on that one. So just a regular start here coming in for both junglers. And we talked about it before, GetCrab and Ajax, they're both, having solid performances. GetCrab with that big pop-off game in game number 2, but what's it going to take for both of them as we get started here in game number 3 to put their team in the best position, as a lot of tradings gets done down here in the bottom?
Yeah, you really don't want to trade into Leona level 1. Like, the number of times as a support main where the enemy team tries to fight me level 1 when I'm playing Leona, and they just lose because Leona has a point-and-click stun on an 8-second cooldown level 1. You can't underestimate that power, plus the fact that her passive gives her allies bonus damage. Like, it's never something you can underestimate. You're just a little bit short on that taunt. But to go back to your point on the jungle jungle matchup. It's really going to be, oh, we're going to see a gank.
Oh, we are going to see a gank here. Get Crab is going to get the stun onto both Arrow and on the Nezumi. The heal will come in from Arrow as Nezumi will go ahead and get rooted up. He's going to have to flash away. Flash coming in from Get Crab. Get Crab is trying to get this one down. Will go ahead, get the jump strike, and get that kill right there. So it's going to be first blood over to Insecure.
Yeah, but that is a lot invested for that kill. That is Zaya's flash in order to get that callback on the root caller to get the stun onto Nezumi. It does get both of the Nezumi summers and the heal out of Arrow, but it also loses Get Crab's flash. So if Graves can find the Jaxus in his own jungle, there's no ward available or anything. Oh,
where's the fun in the top lane? He is gonna go ahead with the BM and win that 1v1 over Vider. That was very close there. Vider did even use his flash in that one. As Ajax is here, maybe looking to avenge his top laner. Flash will come out from Where's the Fun, but he's gonna be a-okay. Very clean play coming in from Insecure's top laner.
Yeah, the biggest thing in that fight is Vider still had a charge of his Corrupting Pot that he did not use. If he uses that, he probably has enough sustain to sustain through that trade and get that last auto attack to secure the kill in the 1v1. He Where's the Fun does lose his flash and his teleport, so Ajax can look to re-gank that lane, especially once Viator hits level 6. There's not going to be escape on that Aurelia aside from dodging to minions, and if she's dodging to minions, she can't kill you.
If she's dodging minions, she cannot kill you. She's going to be too busy ducking and dodging and diving and ducking. Nezumi,
dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
That is why you are the man, Primus, always on point with the references. As you get to see right across the map right now, as things are starting to slow down, 2 kills for the side of Insecure is going to be very good for them. They've, especially in the first 2 games, been a bit on the back foot. Reign of Kings picking up first blood in both of the first games as Get Crab is going to be here on the Nezumi. Ooh, Zenith Blade will not connect from Daddy Zillion, so a taunt away will keep Nezumi alive and well. But another pressure move here coming in from Get Crab on this Jack, really putting a lot of emphasis on this bottom lane, trying to make sure Daddy Zillion and Gandhi Donut get themselves going early.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that Arrow's not on the Lucian.
Flash coming in right there from Daddy Zillion onto Arrow. Arrow will get stunned up, but he will flash away and be okay. Very, very closely done right there. And that almost spelled demise for the AD carry in for Reign of Kings.
Yeah, Viator isn't really sitting at a very fun place to be on the Ornn. You don't have any tank stats quite yet. You're only at the Doran shield. Really needs to get to his Ninja Tabbies in this matchup to really stand a chance. Otherwise, this Aurelia is just going to snowball out of control and show why the fact that ROK has been permanent banning this from Where's the Fun. But the positive side for the side of ROK, despite the fact that this is the worst early game that they've had in the series, their composition is very easy to execute and easy to predict. You have the long range initiation with the Ornn Horn, with the follow-up coming in from the Flash Nethergrass coming in from Nini. That is a lot of single target burst. Oh, but we could see a turret dive here if they can get the lead fast enough.
And that is going to be Hero's Entrance coming in from Rookie Fanboy. Will connect as Get Crab is looking for more. Flash coming in, will get the taunt on to Arrow. Arrow will go down. Get Crab picks that one up. Nezumi will go ahead and get the kill. Traded back, excuse me, Ajax will pick that one up on the Get Crab. Nezumi looks like he may go down here. Gandhi Donut will pull the feathers back and secure that one up. The root coming in on the Ajax as Unique is running for his life. He tries to get more damage back down, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be a double kill coming in for Gandhi Donut. He may be looking for more as Ajax desperately trying to turn things around in any way for Reign of Kings, and it's not going to be the case. And that's going to be 2 kills there for Gandhi Donut.
Yeah, unfortunately, no level 6 available for Ajax, because if he had that, he potentially secures the kill onto Gandhi Donut. He also, at the tail end of that, did get solo turret plate gold, so that's an extra 160 gold on top of that. And this is by far the best early that Insecure has had, and it's been all off the back of Get Crab getting down to this bottom lane and setting up massive engages and massive plays with this Jack. Get Crab is hard carrying both this last game and so far in this game. However, we cannot underestimate the pick potential coming in from the side of ROK. They're down 2 points 6k gold right now, but they have a Malzahar and they have the Ornhorn, and that power in a team fight cannot be underestimated, even if a little bit behind in gold, because you also have to realize that's a free ticket to the backline for Arrow, even though he is sitting at a weak point now. If she can get to her items, it cannot be underestimated the amount of damage she can do to the squishy backline target.
Yeah, and right now that gold lead is at about 2.5k gold in favor of Insecure. And one thing that I definitely want to touch on, Primus, is how great Rookie Fanboy was on that ultimate, setting things up right off the back, as you said, of Get Crab, who has been pitching a pretty good sized tent down in this bot lane, making sure that Daddy Zillion and Gandhi Donut are okay in this matchup here, as Where's the Fun jumps in onto Vider once again, putting in a lot of damage. But right now, when you start to look at Reign of Kings and how they're going to, you know, really get back into this one, they're not down too much. They are down in kills, but still pretty decent farm. Despite the camp, Arrow is only 7 CS down, 4 CS trailing. Unique is in the mid lane, as the Solar Flare looks like it's going to come out on the from Daddy's lane, but it's not going to mean anything. But really, for Reign of Kings, how do they get themselves back in this situation? And for Insecure, how do they continue to snowball this lead and potentially take a 2-1 series lead?
The biggest thing I think for them is to try to get some counterplay down in this bottom lane, because you have a supportive mid lane pick, you have a tank top lane pick. Basically your two characters are going to be Ajat on the Graves and Arrow on this Kai, so you really need to try to make a play on getting them back in the game, because Arrow's farming up a Storm on this Graves. 65 CS at 9 minutes is an impressive clip for a jungler, so he's doing quite well on this Graves. So if you can get a deep ward setup in this bot lane, set up a TP play from Unique or from Viator, who has his TP coming up soon, you can potentially swing this bot lane, because that's a 450 gold shutdown onto Gandhi Donut right now. You get that onto Arrow, Arrow's suddenly back in the game.
Yeah, he is. Get Crab is going to be up here for Vider, as Vider will drop the call of the Forge God just to clear out the waves, though. This could be a dive down here in the bot lane. Where's the Fun? Does have turret aggro, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get taunted up, and he will go ahead and get traded down. And Nazumi ulted in. The Stand United with the taunt will keep Where's the Fun underneath the tower and get that trade killed over. And that's going to be very important for Reign of Kings, although the kill is picked up once again by Get Crab.
Yeah, the kill does go over to Nazumi. Oh, but the Solar Flare!
The Solar Flare will come down. Oh, Gandhi Donut, such an outplay there, and it's going to keep him alive. Daddy Zillion is trying to stay alive, but no, Arrow will go ahead and say, give me that. He is looking for more. Vider did go ahead and TP down here, and Daddy Zillion running for his life, but will have to use the flash. Unique is here. Thought about flashing under the tower, although the flash is not up, so thought about maybe going even deeper, but no, Daddy Zillion will get away. Get Crab is just going to go ahead and punch down this tower in the top lane, but really very, very nice counterplay coming in from Reign of Kings.
Yeah, that could potentially be the top lane, end up falling, but they get the shutdown gold onto Arrow. Did have to blow his flash in order to get it, but any gold you're getting onto your Kaisa at this point in the game is quite important here, and you are able to get a return kill in the top lane off the dive due to the Stand United, even though it did go over to your support. It's better than nothing, because when you're behind, you need to get as many even trades as possible, because that's going to be what keeps you into the game. Even though you are going to lose tower first blood here, we're going to trade it for first strike, and to be honest, with the buffs to the first strike of each type, I almost want to say that's worth if you're the side of ROK, if you can continue to get these dragons.
They've done such a good job of getting these dragons early on in this series, and it continues here. Picking up that Ocean Drake is going to be very good.
Gandhi Donut's by himself right now. This is a very scary position. He has no Featherstorm and no Flash.
He has neither, but he looks like he's just going to walk away. Reign of Kings didn't want to push that too far. They did not have vision on the rest of the map, it looks like, and so they decided
a 50 CS lead in the top
that.
I just noticed that.
Ooh, where's the Fun? He just noticed a gank coming in. He's going to go ahead and get suppressed up by the Nethergrass. He is going to try and turn this around, but he's going to get knocked up and shut down there. It's going to be Unique. It's going to pick that kill up there. So just like that, another kill goes over to Reign of Kings as they continue to claw their way back into this one.
Yeah, they continue to claw their way back, but the concern right now is Gator is drastically far behind in terms of gold on this Orin, as we could see another potential dive down in the bottom lane.
Very nice plays. Killer Instinct coming in from Arrow. Arrow's trying desperately to turn this around. Daddy Zillion will go ahead and go down as Get Grab picks up Arrow. Zumi looks like he's going to get torn up and he's going to get brought down. Flash is coming in.
Here
from
comes Ajax.
Ajax is, or excuse me, Yuji
from Unique
is going to TP down into the bottom lane and is going to make sure that that tower does not go down, but still more kills getting handed over. 2 more for the side of Insecure, and right now that gold is in their favor, as well as those bounties. 600 gold bounty on Get Crab, 450 bounty on Gandhi Donut, so that's going to be very good in their pockets. But if Reign of Kings could potentially turn that around, who knows, that might be even better for them.
Yeah, because you do still have a gold lead on Ajax. The Kaisa still farming up, still trying to get to that first item. Stormrazor trying to get back in this game, is down a little bit, but where's the fun? Trying to go in the mid lane.
He tries to go in a little bit, and we'll go ahead and get the passive off of Unique. But Rookie Fanboy is here now as well to potentially add more pressure. Vider is roaming down, it looks like, but he may run into Daddy Zillion and Get Crab. Daddy Zillion will go ahead and get the stun up. Zenith Blade is there. I don't think... Oh, great flash coming in from Get Crab, but the Stand United is going to be here, so now it's going to be a 2-4-2. Unique is going to flash in, and it looks like this is not where they want to be. Insecure, one member is going to go ahead and go down. Daddy Zillion is going to go down as Where's the Fun picks up Arrow down in the bot lane. Get Crab is running on a wild goose chase. Will get the stun on the Ajax, but he's going to get knocked up against the Lost Raider, and he's going to get shut down. Kill credit going over to Nezumi. And so that's going to be a lot of gold in the pocket of Reign of Kings, although it goes over to the support.
Yeah, that's not where you want the gold, and I would have liked to see Nezumi try to hold off on that last auto to try to give it to Ajax, because Ajax is going to be the one who has to carry the game. They do eventually lose their bot lane tower here due to the 1v1. They're going to try to trade it for a mid lane tower, which would be the first tower of the game. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
Daddy Zillion goes a little bit too far with the Zenith Blade. He will get locked up by another grabs here by Unique, but it's not going to matter. It will just go ahead and give time for Rookie Fanboy to clear out the waves. And just like that, Reign of Kings are not going to be able to take down this mid tower. And it will come at the expense of the ultimate coming in from Unique. So if another fight breaks out here, he's not going to have that ultimate available.
Plus, he's sitting on 3,000 gold right now. He really needs to get a back timing in, but the thing is he's all the wave clear on the side of ROK. He can't actually base if they want to defend this tower, so he's just stuck sitting mid lane while Insecure continues the pressure in this mid lane, trying to get this last outer tower down while Get Crab is soloing down the Rift Herald, because if they are able to get this without the Rift Herald, they can always pressure it with the Rift Herald. Here comes the Ornhorn.
Call of the Forge God will come in. And
from where's the fun though?
He's coming in. Rookie Fanboy would get a 2-man taunt. That's going to be one. Unique is going to go down to Rookie Fanboy. Nezumi's trying to run out of this one. He's not going to matter. Viders goes down to Daddy Zillion as Nezumi is picked up there by Where's the Fun. Collateral damage tries to come in, but it does not pick anyone up. And that's going to be a 3-4-0 in favor of Insecure. And they're going to get Shelly right there off the back of that.
Yeah, there's just not enough gold on the carries on the side of ROK at this point in the game in order to really kind of overcome the power spikes that are coming through. You have an item and a half on the Zaya. You have a full Trinity Force on Where's the Fun. You still don't have a completed item on your tank, who's literally just paper mache. Like, he's not even a full Orn right now. He's a paper mache Orn at this point.
He's a baby Orn. He's a baby Orn at this point.
He's what's the name for a baby goat? I think it's a kid.
A lamb?
No, lamb's for sheep.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I think it's a kid. I think the name for goat is kid. So he is a kid. He is not a full goat. He is a kid right now. Doesn't even have his completed Iceborne Gauntlet, which I'm not even going to get into, as I think it's a horrible first choice of a first item, but we're not going to talk about that.
Well, right
Too
now,
much here. We do have break respawning.
We are going to talk about that Drake respawning as well as the potential push in the mid lane. Insecure is going to go ahead and start to go around this Drake right now. I believe it is a win Drake. So they're going to try and pick up this Drake right now. Go ahead and push their advantages even more. That's going to be the first Drake for them. As they start to try and get more advantages here across the map, it looks like an Inferno is going to be up next. As you start to see the gold difference across the map, and it really is just all in the pocket of Insecure right now.
Yeah, Insecure does have the massive advantage. There is 1,000 gold worth of bounties currently on the map on their side, and if fortunately it goes on to the right targets, if you're but Hater, you cannot win this fight.
Where's the fun is trying again. He will go ahead and flash that, but he will pick up another kill on Inviter. Inviter is so far down, 0-4-4, 85 CS to 148. He's not too far off from getting the Flame Horizon coming in from Words of Fun, who really has just showed out in this series in the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's showing why this Aurelia has been permabanned against him throughout the entire series, and Viator's just really struggled on this tank pick in this game. They're going to lose their top lane tier 2, they're going to lose their mid lane tower as well, because they have to rotate and respond to Shelly, because you can't leave Shelly untouched, because you will lose your base.
Yes, you will, and I think that pressure will go ahead and move several members from Reign of Kings over to the top lane, and it should open up this mid lane tower, but the wave clear is still very good coming in from Reign of Kings, and this tower is very low, but no, they defended. Very good defense so far coming in from Unique and Arrow, and although that tower has a sliver of health, it still does stand.
Yeah, and the longer they can keep this up, the better it's going to be here. And if you're the side, as it does eventually fall, if you're ROK right now, oh, Arrow.
Get Crab is going to put in a ton of damage on the Arrow, but he is going to go ahead and get caught up by the Nether Grass as the fight is starting to break out now. Daddy Zillion and Gandhi Donor in the backline. Daddy Zillion will pick up Nezumi as the collateral damage will go ahead and get the shutdown on the Gandhi Donor, and just like that, Arrow is going to go ahead and pick up Daddy Zillion as well, and that's going to be a huge team fight win, 3-4-1 in favor of Reign of Kings, and that gold bounty is going to go ahead and get picked up there by Ajax as they continue to push the mid lane tower.
Yeah, there was no where's the fun for that fight. Your Fed Aurelia was not there. It was a 5v4.
Oh my god, what so much damage? Where's the fun? What was that? He is on a rampage. That is ridiculous. He put in so much damage. Rookie Fanboy did pick up one, but Arrow was running for his life and he was gonna get stunned up and hit up, and that's gonna be unstoppable. Where's the fun? 6-2-3 right now on this Aurelia. It's just putting in work.
I almost want to say Where's the Fun should rename himself to Bring Out Your Dad, Bring Out Your Dad, because he is literally putting the entire team of ROK into an early grave with his performance on this Aurelia, and they're gonna just start up the Baron here.
They are going to go ahead and start this one up. I don't know if anyone from Reign of King can do anything about this, and they are going to go ahead and have to call off the dogs, and the Baron will go over to Insecure. Right now, this team has done everything correct in the last 2 games, Primus, to get themselves into a situation where they are primed to take a 2-1 series lead in this final match.
Yes, the concern you have to be if you're ROK right now is where's your mental at? You had such a dominant performance in the early game in the last game, only to have it to fall to pieces. And then you have this game happen where you just completely get bomb rushed by the Jax pick coming in from Get Crab, just completely taking out your strongest lane, putting them so far behind. That is a full 2-item Kaisa to barely an item and a half onto Arrow, who's been your superstar player with Nezumi down in this bottom lane, that it's been completely a night and day difference. So we have to potentially consider the fact that the mental on the side of ROK needs a bit of a reset.
The Oran Horn will come down and it will knock up Where's the Fun. Where's the Fun is going to get all the suppression damage and the knockup damage here. He's so tanky still, but that's going to be huge shutdown gold going over to Unique. So right off the bat, that is going to help a little bit with the snowballing that has gone on here for Insecure. That shutdown gold will go over to their mid laner. Unique is going to try and use that to help set something up for his team. But 4 members are barrened up, and they are pushing in on this tier 2.
I mean, you've got about 30 seconds before Nethergrass is back up, and there's only one QSS, which is on Gandhi Donut. They do have a potential to make a play here, but Where's the Fun does have teleport, and he's up in 15 seconds.
Yeah, so they are, it looks like Insecure going to back off and go for this Drake. It is going to be an Infernal Drake, so that's going to be their second one of the game. They may try and set something
It's just
up.
going to be free because Ajax basing right here.
Ajax is going to go ahead and base, and like you said, that is going to be as free as it can get there. Get Crab is going to grab that one up for himself and his teammates. That's going to be 2 Drakes now coming in for the side of Insecure. And right now, if you are Insecure, you got to get maybe Jax or Irelia into one of these side lanes and maybe set up a 1-3-1.
Yeah, you could almost say that Drake was as free as Origin's last LCS.
You had to throw the Origin in there, but the Ornhorn is going to go ahead and get called, and it looks like they got Gandhi Donut. Gandhi Donut is going to be taunted up, silenced up. He tries to use his ultimate, but no, the feathers are not going to come up. But Where's the Fun STP'd in, and he's going to go ahead and jump on a Unique, and right there, he's going to try and get one. He's got one. He's got a second. He may be looking for more, as Get Crab is going to go ahead and jump in and take down Arrow, and just like that, Where's the Fun is looking for more. He's going to be diving turrets, and he's going to be picking up a triple kill, and that's going to be the ace for Insecure.
Yeah, just the Insecure in this game, now that they have Where's the Fun on a carry, it's completely night and day in terms of their in-game performance. They've been able to utterly dominate the pace of the game, even though their bot lane did struggle in the previous game. They give them some early game attention, and it's paid off massively with so much gold going over early to Gandhi Donut, even though he did get picked off immediately at that fight. The 1v1 has been drastically in the favor of Where's the Fun. Has a 3-level advantage, ADCS advantage over Viator, who just hasn't looked himself on this tank pick. And we're looking closer and closer to the point where Insecure is on match point, and we're seeing a C9 miracle run coming in right now from them with their performance so far in playoffs.
Absolutely. If you look at Insecure, they were in that 4th place gauntlet series where they had to play 2 games in one night to try and put themselves in position for this postseason. Then they get into the playoffs. They take on Elion Gaming, who was coming into this postseason the #1 seed in ODL Platinum Division. And so they take them out in a 3-1 win. And here they are, poised to take a commanding 2-1 lead in this series after picking up back-to-back games. There's still more to be done, as Daddy Zillion looks like he and Where's the Fun are going to go ahead and pick up the Ram, and that's going to be a rampage as Where's the Fun continues to steamroll this game 10-3-4 right now on this Irelia.
At this point, it's almost considered animal cruelty. I mean, come on.
No animal cruelty on the Rift, as it Where's the Fun is not done yet. It's going to go ahead and force a flash at a Unique, and that is just showing how far ahead this top laner is. Rookie Fanboy is going to go ahead and pick up the tower down in the bot lane as he and Get Crab continue the push. Where's the Fun is just running roughshod over the base of Reign of Kings, and he's going to go ahead and make his way down here and help out his teammates on this bottom inhibitor tower, and that's going to be another tower down right now. Reign of Kings are running out of base, and the Call of the Forge God is going to go ahead and is going to go on who else but Where's the Fun. Grand Hero's entrance will come in and keep him alive. Daddy Zillion jumps in onto the back line as Where's the Fun is in the back line himself, and he's going to go ahead and pick up one. He's unstoppable right now. Get Crab is going to get locked up, but Gandhi Donut's going to take down Ajax as Gandhi Donut goes ahead and gets one. As the Killer Instinct comes in, Arrow's going to put himself in a very bad situation. He's going to go ahead and pick down Rookie Fanboy, but he's going to go ahead and get traded over to Get Crab as Where's the Fun is going to be down in the back line. Where's the Fun is dominating, and Where's the Fun is picking up kills left and right. Double kill coming in also for Get Crab, and just like that, Primus, I believe it's gonna be Insecure taking a 2-1 series lead in this Overdrive League Platinum Division final match.
Time for a very apropos analogy coming in here. Insecure is actually securely fashioned in the driver's seat of this ODL, the Platinum Finals, with this performance in this game. And to be frank, it was going their way from the very get-go on the side of Insecure.
I mean, if you look at the way this game all played out, where's the fun? Get on my back and I will carry you to the finish line. He was everything that Insecure needed in this game. 12, 3, and 6 on that Irelia, damage going absolutely bonkers in this entire matchup. Great game also coming in from Get Crab. So much pressure put in down onto that bot lane. I mean, we talked about Viter, who had really just looked out of sorts on this Orin pick, and it really did not help the rest of the team for Reign of Kings, as they all looked like they were really behind the eight ball throughout the entire game.
Yeah, to make another car analogy is they look like the proverbial deer in the headlights of the vehicle that was Insecure.
Absolutely, and right there off of that premise, I believe you have an MVP, and I'm kind of curious who you think you're going to give it to.
This is actually closer than what you would think, because you can't discount Get Crabs taking out the lifeblood that was ROK's bottom lane and completely destroying them to the point where they were left unrecognizable. However, where's the fun? Hard carried this game. He got multiple very clutch stuns, forcing flashes at multiple times, and literally solo-handedly turning the game around after ROK gets a teamfight victory in a 2v5 scenario where it was just him and Rookie Fanboy. They end up completely turning the fight around. They get Baron afterward. So it has to go over to that man up in top lane. Where's the fun, showing why top lane is not just an island, it can be your island to dominate the game.
Absolutely, and where's the fun? Completely dominated that last one. We gotta see what adjustments Reign of Kings are going to make as we get ready to head into game number 4. Reign of Kings back against the wall. They are trailing Insecure 2-1 here in this Overdrive League Platinum Division Finals. We are going to toss it to a quick break, guys, and we will be right back with game number 4.